This is Nappy Boy
Story
Radio Live. It's your boy T-Pain. We love rap music. We got a caller on line 1.
Is that Kiss Kid?
Hey caller, what's your problem? I'm on the radio with T-Pain. Yeah, what's your problem? My girl, she ain't doing a thing that she used to do no more. Oh, I got what you need.
You really were listening to the 90s hip-hop state, or 2000s hip-hop state.
She wants that lovey-dovey. So today is April, I don't know what the date is.
23rd.
April 23rd, 2019, which marks 23 months. 23 months since we started
23 months on the 23rd.
Periwinkle, which was formerly a different company, of which we will not say.
A name of which will not be named.
The name that will not be named. So we figured, what the hell? What a better time, what not a better time? We couldn't think of a better time to sit down and talk about what has year 2 been like.
So are we talking about the 2 years in its entirety or just specifically year 2?
Specifically year 2.
Alright.
Because
take a second to gather my thoughts.
You know, I mean, a lot of people get through year 1.
Yeah.
If they get through year 1, great. A lot of people will stop during year 1. We're about to embark on year number 3 with no sign of. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I think about but
here's what it feels like. I'll talk about. I have a metaphor. You guys know me. I like metaphors. Year 1 felt a lot like we were babies and we were crawling. We were crawling through like swampy quicksand while people were throwing rocks at us, like chunking rocks, and they're hitting us in the forehead and we're like bleeding. We can't go fast enough to dodge, fast enough to get out of there. So we're just like constantly sinking, just barely taking shots of rocks to the face.
Okay.
Year 2 has felt like we're still crawling, but we're no longer on quicksand.
Okay.
So like we're getting places, but we're still getting rocks chunked in our face every once in a while.
Yeah.
So we're taking cuts, we're taking shots to the mouth, shots to the throat, but there's progress. Like we have momentum.
Yeah.
I really feel like year 1 we barely had our heads above water all the time. Like it was always like we had the excitement of this is new, and then it's like all of the worry of guys, we got to get jobs.
Yeah.
Now it's just we have a reputation. If we stopped doing anything to get better and just kept doing the jobs, we would be good forever.
Yeah.
But that's not where we want to stop. So we just keep crawling, taking shots of rocks to the face.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel. But it feels good because it's all relative.
Taking rocks to the face. Are these like what size rocks are these?
They're like indigenous people up in trees, like shooting like little pellets at us and stuff.
Like slingshots.
Yeah, like slingshots. But these rocks aren't like pebbles. They're they're gravelly, so they'll cut you and stuff.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a different take. I also feel like, it's still an uphill battle. I feel like year 1 was fun. It was exciting. Like I wanted to work on Periwinkle year 1. Like we were building the brand, we were changing the name, we were getting customers, we were building the technology, we were building the process. We were figuring out how things were gonna go. We were picking the truck out. We were gonna wrap the truck, and then we gotta get a phone number. How are we gonna do that? Like, how are we gonna port this to everyone else?
Those were the days.
And year 2 has really just been like people.
Now we gotta deal with real world problems.
It's work now, and it's people. It's work and it's people. How are we gonna keep people? And then it's just like every time that phone rings, I don't even have to answer. It's just like Like it should be, I'm the owner in Periwinkle, I should be happy when the Periwinkle line rings, but when it rings I'm like, this is a distraction.
As CEO, answering the phones, it still feels like a distraction to me too, because you're always working on your business, but you're not always working on your business. So when somebody calls when you're on the potty, trying to take care of a number 2, that's an inconvenient time to talk to somebody.
So you're pulling the CEO card already, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, but
I'm CEO.
If you follow me on Instagram, you still wouldn't have found out, but you gotta follow our page on Facebook. Then you'll see.
Yeah, year 2, you were deemed CEO of the company, right?
I
President
was.
and CEO.
Solely based on my hair. We
Something like
needed
that.
we needed an image that said we're professional, but we're approachable.
Do we want to talk about that move? Because that's a fairly big move. We went from
Yeah.
being
Let's talk about it.
we were a committee, decision by committee, leadership by committee, which I feel like a lot of startups are. You start a company with some of your friends or your family and you're like, oh, we'll share decision-making authority. Sure, maybe it's not formal on the operating agreement that you share decision-making authority, but at the end of the day, if you're a company of 3 people, you're gonna share most decisions.
Yeah. Yeah, so one of the main main reasons we decided to get a CEO was for the public aspect of it.
Yeah.
So one of the problems we faced and still face in year 2 of our garage cleaning company, Periwinkle, is that people, because we're young, because we do labor and we're a service, they'll always, until we show them a different side of us, they'll always see us as a side hustle. Even though we have a van, even though we pay our taxes, even though we have employees. So a CEO takes us another step further, getting away from a side hustle and people seeing us as a company. We're a company with a hierarchy, we make decisions, we have a marketing team, you know, we have employees that we pay hourly, we have legal protection.
Yeah.
And so it was good in that aspect because now people don't see me as just a founder, they see me as a CEO. And technically, as an announcement, you're technically the CFO. Or COO.
Yeah, I mean, because we're not actually a public company, we're really just, you're the president and I'm the vice president of finance or some crap like that. But yeah, to echo what you said, I think part of the decision was that you had kind of emerged. The reason
like Phoenix from the ashes?
Yeah, you had emerged as like somebody who was continuing to have the same, or at least close to the same enthusiasm, thoughts, ideas as we did back in the idea stage when it was fun. You're continuing to bring things to the table saying like, guys, I got this idea for a music video. Guys, I got this idea for this. Guys, I think we need to do this. And so it was clear to me that you had self-elected yourself to be the leader of the company. You know, it was, you were doing this back in college. You picked the name Periwinkle, like, you've always been the one to carry the team on your back, and so you've emerged as the natural leader. All I did was say, dude, I'm gonna make this happen. Yeah. Regardless of what everyone else thinks.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm always doing ideas. I work in bursts. Some weeks I'll have 20 ideas, and sometimes 3 weeks will go by and I have nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You just gotta, I mean, that's how I feel like creativity works, is you can't force it.
Yeah.
But year 2.
Yeah.
Year 2, one of the best things about year 2 has been that our process, for the most part, it's not airtight. It ain't NASA. It's, I mean, if we still got some space air coming in, losing oxygen.
Yeah, nice analogy.
But it's good.
Yeah.
We're fast. We're dang fast.
Yeah, I mean, so part of what we did in year 2, specifically towards the second half of year 2, was we brought all the owners back into the operations of the business. We undercover bossed ourselves, if you know what I'm saying. So we gave each owner a day of the week that they were responsible for operating the truck. And what that did for me is that gave me insight into, okay, I thought we were doing this, this, and this, but it turns out we're not. I thought we would always knock on the door this way or play music in the garage. Turns out we're not. Why? Because we haven't processed it. We haven't documented it. We haven't given our people a 1-page document that says this is what a periwinkle transformation is.
Yeah.
You know?
We also came up with a common purpose for our company, which serves as a guiding light.
True. That was a big...
Yeah, it was a big one, because now anytime we are faced with a decision and we don't know what to do, and even our employees, go read the common purpose, and if you're really good, you know it by heart, and then you'll know exactly what you need to do. Yeah. Because it prioritizes what's important to Periwinkle's image and customer experience.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, so we brought the owners into the garage year 2. We processed everything. We came up with a common purpose. We
got employees.
We elected as a designated leader.
Yeah.
We've churned through employees just like year one, I guess. And then
that's legal protection.
The other thing, I was gonna say, our legal protection came in. We hired an attorney and filed through the USPTO 3 or 4 different trademarks or protection.
Heck.
And they were all approved. I still need to get on and check that out.
Yeah, see if anybody is fighting it.
I mean, I'm assuming they're not, but.
Yeah, I mean, our TV show came out this year.
That's true. That was another
Forget
thing.
about that, but that was awesome.
In, like October, right?
Yeah.
November.
Yeah, and it's been airing ever since.
Yeah.
So, I mean, year 2 for what we do. Year 2, we are. It's really easy to forget and to not celebrate the small victories, even though you have a lot of things to celebrate, because all you do is compare your company to what you dream of it being.
Yeah.
And so no matter how successful we are locally, or even when we get in multiple states, we're always still gonna feel like we're struggling. And from the outside, that's why, like, our family and friends, they see us and they're like, I can't believe you guys did this. This is incredible. But it doesn't feel that way to us, because that's not how we see our company. We see our company as falling short to what the reason we created it. It's not even close to what we want it to be.
Dude, okay, so you're bringing up a good point. You're talking about expectations and reality. Mm-hmm. We have expectations for our company that are materially different than our reality right now. But you're supposed to have that, right? Because that forces you into growth, correct? That forces you to bridge that.
Yeah,
to
it definitely does.
Reconcile that difference. How does that apply in your personal life? Because doesn't that create unhappiness? If you're living a reality that's different than your expectation, wouldn't you say that that makes you fundamentally unhappy on a day-to-day basis? Or do you think?
I think that it is different in a personal life than in a business.
Okay.
Just because I personally don't have expectation versus reality when I think about my personal life.
Okay.
Because I have more control in my personal life to, like, change immediately. Like, if my expectation is to be, like, skinnier and have short hair, well, I can do those things like pretty quickly. But as a business, if you want to be making $200,000 a year from your business, that's not something you can do overnight.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I get what you're saying. It is, and it can be discouraging to have this expectation of our company, but the reality is that we're here.
Yeah.
But it's good because we're always striving to get there. And from the outside, people don't know about here. They don't know about our expectation.
Right.
They just see our reality and how much better we are than everybody else.
Right.
So it's good for the people, but for us who know the real vision, it's like, man, this isn't even close to what I want it to be.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's, for me, it's weird that we're only in year 2 because it feels like we've been doing this so much longer.
We've lost so many friends, had so many fun. We haven't, though.
Technically, wait, did we lose our 4th business partner within year 2? That happened in April, right?
Yep. It was still in year 1.
It's been about a year since that happened.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's been a long road, and it's only been 2 years. I mean, dude, companies that go on Shark Tank they're usually in business like 5 years before, or 7 years before they go on there to ask for money.
I know, it's crazy.
We're young, dude. Young.
But I will also say this, man, the things we've learned through this business, like, we talk about this all the time. It's important to, like, put it in perspective, because sometimes you can be like, oh my God, this is 2 years of my life. I'm never gonna get back. This is all, like, you know, it's the problem with people getting rid of things in their life is they put more value on it once you own it than if you were looking to buy it. So like, if you have a shirt in your closet and you're guessing the value, you say, I think I'd pay 15 bucks for this, but if it was on the store shelf, you wouldn't. You'd maybe pay 5 bucks for it. It's the same thing with our business. We put more value on this business than probably what we would pay for it.
Yeah.
Which makes it really hard for us to, like, ever walk away from it. You know? Because you got all that sunk cost in it. You don't want to start over.
Definitely.
But
I do not want to start over with something else.
That's all just to say, sometimes we have to put it in perspective that this isn't all just how much money are we making, or like, are we helping X amount of people? Because this is served as a business education of all business educations for both of us.
Yeah.
You don't have a business background.
No.
I do. I still have learned, because you know what? Finance and accounting or marketing or whatever shit you're learning in school, it's just, there's just no substitute.
Shots fired.
There's no substitutes for actually doing it in the real world.
Yeah.
There's just no substitute, because at the end of the day, we're not going into a classroom, sitting down and answering multiple choice questions about what we do.
I mean, it's so true. You can learn how to tackle somebody on paper and like go through the forum and watch videos, but until you're out on a field and a running back's running full speed at you and you're expected to bring him down with the fundamentals that you learned, you're gonna get run over.
Yeah.
Because you know how to tackle, but you don't know how to tackle because you've never done it.
Yeah.
You've literally never done it before.
It's a good analogy, I guess.
I mean, it's exactly what school is like. It's gonna give you an idea and make you think you know what you're doing, and then you're gonna get on the field and you're gonna be wide-eyed and your head's on a swivel and you just get freaking run over. Because you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, year 2, it's been good. Overall, it's been good. We're in a good place. We've got a freaking awesome video coming out in probably a month's time, maybe more.
Yeah. What do you think, Jordan, what do you think year 3 is gonna hold for us? Do you think about that much? Or even if you haven't thought about it, what's your gut? What does year 3 look like for us?
I think in year 3, we have a full-time guy that we pay who does all the jobs.
Okay.
3 days a week.
Okay.
And he's busy, and he doesn't have to have any other job if he doesn't want to. Maybe we pay him a salary of $40,000 a year.
Yeah.
He's got 5 jobs a week. You know, the big ones are on Saturdays. He's got sweep clients every other month. I don't know if those are on Mondays, but I think we really established Tulsa as like, this is what it can be everywhere.
You actually reminded me of another thing we did in year 2. We cut our availability in half, and we raised our prices 75%.
50%, yeah.
I'm not good with math. 50%. So what that did was that all of a sudden made us scarce. If you've never read the book Influence by Robert Cialdini,
Something Alini.
You should read it, because we did 2 things. We, number 1, changed our perception in the eye of our customer by raising our prices. All of a sudden we went from side hustle college kids that anyone can afford to we're a premium service and not everyone can afford us, but we're gonna deliver a premium service.
Yeah.
And then we took our availability and cut it in half, and all of a sudden
people are calling and they're like, when's your next availability? We're like, 3 weeks. And they're like, oh,
yeah,
you're not available tomorrow? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
And that wasn't just like, how can we sell more or how can we make more money? That was what's best for the business. Because it was hard for us to employ people 6 days a week when we might only have 2 jobs in 1 week.
Yeah.
So what we did was we brought the availability down to ensure work for the people we do hire. And then we also raised our prices to be able to pay our employees more. Because guess what? We grew up with a kid whose mom opened up a cookie store here in Tulsa, and she makes bomb cookies and sells a ton of them. Even she has problems keeping employees. That's her biggest problem right now, is keeping employees. So you'd look at us and you'd say, well, you can't keep employees because you're cleaning garages. That work sucks. But at the end of the day, pool cleaners, garage cleaners, and even cookie shops, specialty cookie shops have problems keeping employees. And
it will never stop.
I feel like it's gonna get worse.
Dude,
it's like the gig economy. Even short-term work.
Even Disney, they go to all the job fairs. Like, people want to work at Disney, like want to, and they still have high turnover and always are hiring people because the turnover is still high no matter what the job is. Yeah. People get burned out and they want change. They want something new. You know, it's just one of those things I've kind of accepted. We're always gonna be hiring, always. just one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my vision for year 3 is, like what you said, hopefully we'll get a full-time operator.
Fingers crossed.
And then I'm bullish on the fact that we're gonna get an older, wiser partner to help us go from a great business in Tulsa to a great business in Tulsa, Dallas, Los Angeles, Atlanta,
Yeah.
Denver, Kansas City,
Yeah.
Phoenix,
Dude, I would love to be in Florida, man.
Portland, Orlando,
Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain.
Rocky Mountain.
Hall, if you're watching this, we're coming to Rocky Mountain.
So that's it.
That's
year 2 in the books for
Year 2.
Periwinkle.
Seth, where can our audience follow you? I know that we've got wow, what's that guy that looks like you? Chris Hemsworth. He's one of our followers now.
Chris Pine.
No, Chris Hemsworth. And Chris Pine looks like you too, but Chris Hemsworth,
Okay.
he's a big deal right now because the newest Avengers movie just dropped.
Got it.
So, and his hairstyle is a lot more like yours right now.
Yeah,
but
he's
he's
a
one of
boss.
our followers, so where can he follow you at? Since you have an Instagram where you don't follow people.
Honestly, if you want to get in touch with me, find me on LinkedIn. I'm LinkedIn.
Boo!
At Seth.Lewandowski or Seth Lewandowski with no dot. I can't remember. But if you Google search me, Seth Lewandowski, it's pretty easy to find me. There's not a lot of Seth Lewandowskis in this world.
If you Google search me, you will not find me. So just follow me on Instagram at Mickey Jordo.
Mickey.
MICKEYJORDO. Mickey Jordo.
Icky.
Anyways, that's all we got for you folks.
Cool.
2 years.
On to the 3rd, I guess.
I'm ready, man.
No sign of stopping now.
I'm ready to keep crawling, but no longer have people throwing rocks at us.
We need to get some helmets.
Yeah. We gotta make what we gotta make them, dude. We gotta buy them.
Yeah. All right. Signing off.
Later.
Peace.